class, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today our topic is all about statistics and probability. So for the statistics and probability, we are going to discuss the lesson 3, which is about the mean of discrete random variables. So from our previous discussion, we already defined and illustrate what are give examples about those discrete random variables. So this time we are going to get the mean of that discrete random variables. First up, let's have our objectives. The learner will be able to illustrate the mean of a discrete random variable, calculate the mean of a discrete random variable, interpret the mean of the discrete random variable, and lastly, solve problems on expected values. So what is that expected values? Let us find out. But first, let's define the term mean. So what do we mean by mean? So the mean of a sample or population can be computed by adding the values, dividing that sum to the total number of values. So we have two types, the sample mean and the population mean, or the mean of the sample or the mean and the mean of population. So why do we have two? So from a population, we have this called sample. So that can be get through the use of the process of sampling. So let's have the formula for the sample mean. We have the notation x bar. So we have this symbol. So the formula, we have x bar equals to the summation of your x values. So the total of your x values over the n. So what is this n? The small n means is your sample, total number of sample. And let's have for the population mean, we have a symbol mu, or this one notation, that is equals to summation of x. So the values of your population and over the total number of population, capital N. So now, for us to know the mean, if we have an infinite number of values, we have the method that gives a theoretical value of the mean. So this is the mean of discrete random variable. So we already discussed that the discrete random variable are those random variable which has a value, which are variables that has a finite or a countable infinite value, infinite quantity. So the mean of the discrete random variable is a weighted average of the possible values that the random variable can take. So we have this so-called weighted average. How can we get that? So we have the formula. And the mean of the discrete random variable is also referred as the expected value for our discrete random variable, or the probability distribution of the discrete random variable. So to get that mean of discrete random variable, we are also using the symbol mu. So the formula, we have x sub 1 multiplied by the probability of that value or that random variable plus x sub 2, then its probability multiplied by its probability plus up to x sub n multiplied by p of x sub n. So the probability until so for the simplification of our formula, it's just the summation of the sum of products. Sum of products of what? of our random variable x and its probability. So it's up to n equals to 1 up to n. So n is the total number of your random variable values, the possible values. So we already discussed how to get or construct a probability distribution. So again, the probability distribution composed of the random variable and the probability. That probability distribution can be used in getting the mean of a discrete random variable. So how? Let's have the steps in computing the mean of a discrete random variable. So first, we need to identify all the possible outcomes. So again, we need to know the possible values of our random variable in, let's say, x. Second, to our step, we need to determine the probability of each possible outcome. So we have again the possible values or the random variable values and then the probability. That is simply our probability distribution. So we already know how to construct the probability distribution table. So those are the first step. So first column, we have all the possible values. Second column, we have the probability of each outcomes, each values. And for the third step, this is where we can get the mean. We need to first multiply. The third step is we need to multiply the values and to its probability, the corresponding probability. Multiply each outcome value with its respective probability. So x, then multiply by its probability. And for our fourth step, we need to find the sum of the products. So we get the products of the probability and the value, outcome value, or the random variable values. So we need to get its sum. So the whole, the sum of all products. And lastly, of course, let us interpret the results. So why do we have that result? What do we mean by that result, by that mean? So to further understand what are those steps and apply those steps, let's have examples. Let's have example number 1. In rolling an unbiased die, what is the average number of spots that would appear? So we have a die, so we need to roll a die. The die is unbiased, meaning there is no particular it's not, kumbaga, it's not fair. So that is unbiased. So we are getting the average of the number of spots. So meaning the number of spots is our random variable. So let's have the first step. So for the first step, we need to get the number of spots because that is our random variable, the discrete random variable x, the number of spots. So for the number of spots, we have 6 sides of the die. 6 sides of the die, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for our outcome. So since there are 6 sides, so each side has a number of spots from 1 to 6. So those are our random variable values or the number of spots, the x values. And what are the probabilities of these 6 values? So from 1 to 6. So for the first value, we have 1 over 6. So meaning it's just 1 over the total number of outcomes or the total number of values, 6. So for 2, we also have 1 over 6 since it's just 1. For 3, also 1 over 6. And 4, 1 over 6. And 5, it's also 1 over 6. And also 6, we have 1 over 6. So to know, to verify if those are this random variable probability distribution has a correct probability, we need to get the sum of the probability, because one property of a probability distribution is the sum of your probability should be equals to 1. So let's have 1 over 6 plus 1 over 6 plus 1 over 6 plus 1 over 6 plus 1 over 6 and plus 1 over 6. That is equals to 6 over 6. So just summation of fraction. And 6 over 6 is equals to 1. So simply divide 6 over 6. And now, for our third step, we need to multiply this x, number of spots, these values, to probability, to its probability. So this column. So we have 1 multiplied by 1 over 6. The answer, the product is 1 over 6. And 2, we have 2 multiplied by 1 over 6. The answer is 2 over 6. Let's have 3 multiplied by 1 over 6. That is 3 over 6. Or in lowest term, the reduced form is 1/2. But let's not get the reduced form since we are going to get the sum. And for number 4, let's multiply 4 multiplied by 1/6. That is equals to 4 over 6. 5 multiplied by 1 over 6, that is equals to 5 over 6. And lastly, 6 multiplied by 1 over 6, that is 6 over 6. So now, we have the column for our product for the third step. And let's have the fourth step. The fourth step, we need to add the get the sum of the products. So we are going to add those products, the 6 products. So here are our table. So to get the mean of this discrete probability, discrete random variable, the formula we have is mu equals to summation of your x of n multiplied by the probability of x of n. So from n is equals to 1 up to n. So in here, our mean, so for the fourth step, we need to get the sum of products. So we just add these values, the values in our third column. So we have 1 over 6 plus 2 over 6 plus 3 over 6 plus 4 over 6 plus 5 over 6 and plus 6 over 6. So since these fractions have the same denominator, so we just simply add the numerator. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. So that is equals to 21 over 6. So the mean is equals to 21 over 6 or simply 3.5. So for the last step, we need to interpret this result. So what do we mean by this mean? 3.5. So that value that we obtained is called the mean of the random variable x. So the random variable of the number, the mean of this random variable x number of spots, or simply the mean of the probability distributions, because the x and its probability, this table is simply the probability distribution. So this means that the average number of spots, or that would appear when we roll an unbiased die, so the average is 3.5. So that is the meaning of our result, or the mean we have.